Hello everybody, this is Debbie Eno from Teacher Success Coach. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I went on a show earlier on regarding how to inspire young people. So that was quite nice, how we as a community can inspire young people. So that was quite good, hence the reason why I did this. Anyway guys, what am I grateful for today? Oh, there's quite a lot. This morning, one of my gratitude in my gratitude journal, grateful for being alive, grateful for being, in the land of the living, grateful for my powerful brain, because I personally believe that I've got a very powerful brain, very, in terms of how I use my brain, very productive, and grateful for my family. So those are some of the things I was grateful for this morning in my gratitude journal. And another thing, educators, I'm not focusing on educators right now. What you focus on expands. So, you need to focus on positive so that positive expand. And my win for today, oh my goodness, today is week 3. This is week 3, day 5, being in the physical classroom. Oh my goodness, today have been a fantastic day. My students are coming along very nicely, in terms of their engagement, in terms of their connection, in terms of their settling much better than they have been in the past 2 weeks. However, I still have a group that is still storming. Hopefully, probably by next week, it might be a little bit better, but they're still storming. They're still having issues. And I realize some of the reason why they're having issues, as I said yesterday, is being abandoned, because they've had a number of teachers. As a result of that, they feel less love and they feel that people don't care, etc. So that's been a big thing for that particular group, because it seems to be a little bit more sensitive than the other groups. So that's one of the challenges I'm still working on. But apart from that, today have been just brilliant. My student had one group of my GCSE group had their assessment. Well, we call it assessment, but it's kind of an exam in my head, but we call it assessment, but we're still doing it under exam condition, except it's in the classroom, it's not in a hall. So that's what we did today with the student. That's what I did today with the student. And all weekend I'll be marking. Oh Lord, because I have to mark it so that it is given back to them, so they know where they are in terms of, the results. So that's one of the things I did today. But apart from that, it was just a brilliant day. Even the students that were doing the assessment, today they all came to me, oh miss, we're looking forward to doing the test, etc. And I thought, what do you mean you're looking forward to doing the test? But, they're saying to me, at least it's going to tell them where they are and what they need to build on, etc. That's one side. On the other hand, they were so anxious, because what I did was I did a brainstorming session before we actually did the assessment, because it was an hour assessment and they were on there for, they were in my class for 2 hours. So I did 15-20 minutes brainstorming to see where they are. Anxiety was very, very high. So I had to do a meditation session for them, just to calm them down. So that worked. But every minute they want to go to the toilet before we start the assessment. So that's clearly demonstrated that they were very, very anxious. In the end, I did a pep talk saying to them, okay, you can all do it, you can all achieve, you all know the work because we've done it. We've just had a brainstorm, so you know exactly what to do. When you start, you might be anxious. Just take your time, breathe deeply, slowly, relax, etc. If you cannot do the first one, just leave the first questions and move on to the next question. So that kind of worked, because after 15 minutes, they were actually quiet, they were actually, quiet, they were settled, and they started doing the assessment. So that was quite good. So those are my win today for one class. My other class this morning, they told me they were anxious. So I also had to do meditation with them. We did a 3-minute meditation, because they were telling me they were quite anxious. So we did a 3-minute meditation and we did a little stretch, and then we start doing work for the assessment. So those were two things I did which settled my students. So those were my win. I was able to settle my student. My student is beginning to connect with me now, a lot more than they were connecting with me. I think they're beginning to realize that I'm an okay teacher. However, I realize that I've broken so many rules in the school today. So possibly next week they will have to talk to me, because some of the things I didn't even know. I didn't realize that when your students finish assessment, you shouldn't tell them to go. They finish 15 minutes before school finish, and I said to them, okay then guys, you could leave. The student knew they couldn't exit the building because the building is security. They didn't tell me that. So they left my class and they went down to another classroom, etc. Another thing is, I'm not supposed to let students out to go to the toilet. I have issues around that, because I think if students want to go to the toilet, they should be allowed to go to the toilet. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been, pulled up on a number of times. Miss, you're not supposed to allow them to go to the toilet. Well, that is a little bit of debate for me when I go in next week, because I don't agree with that. So those are some of the rules that we have been breaking in this school. But I'll just deal with it because I believe in what I'm doing. So I will support my conviction. Right, so my win, as I said, was my student connecting with me again, which is lovely, 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 lovely. And somebody said, oh, Miss, you're a good teacher. Really? Okay, that's good. You're connecting with me. So that's quite nice. So that's my win. And educators, in every situation, there's always a win. Find your win, celebrate it, because I've been celebrating my win and celebrating my student win all day today. Because when they've done something well, we clap, we make a big thing of it, which is quite nice. So the students have been coming far more confidence in what they're doing. And I actually seen from, the first week to the third week, I'm seeing how they're actually growing, they're developing and they're transforming. And it's really lovely to see, because one group I did their mindset and identifying their learning style. So that was really, really nice. And also identifying their love language. And one of the things I say to them, when we've identified their love language, they need to use it, especially when they're actually revising, because some of them, that is tactile. One of their love languages, I think it's tactile or hugging, whatever. So I'm saying to them, okay, when you are doing revision and you're overwhelmed, you stop and you get a hug, so things like that. So I've been using the love language to connect with them in terms of enabling them to relax and being able to use it as a revision tool. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. Have a fantastic evening, night, and I will see you guys tomorrow on another session. Take care. Bye-bye.